Brazil is celebrating after The Secret Agent scored 4 major Oscar nominations, tying the country's all-time record set by 2004's City of God. Director Kleber Mendoza Filho confirmed that over 1 million people have already seen the film, calling the Oscar recognition an unexpected breakthrough.
Every time we look at a film or a book, there is always this feeling that I'm looking at a mirror. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it's your personal reaction to that piece of work. The film has been on release in the US, and I feel that there is quite a strong communication in the US. I think The Secret Agent is very much about power being used to squash someone. Unfortunately, it's something that doesn't look like it's going to go out of fashion anytime soon, and it's really something to see such a Brazilian film that comes from Brazilian history translate just about anywhere. I seem to get a good connection just about anywhere where the film is screened, and of course I've had some very strong reactions in the United States.
The film is nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor for Wagner Moura, Best International Feature, and Achievement in Casting.
Eu acho que de fato o cinema brasileiro está num momento de...
I think that, in fact, Brazilian cinema is currently experiencing a moment of great emotion, a lot of commotion. People are very moved by this participation in international events and awards and everything. So I think it's almost like a football fan base.
de futebol, assim, sabe, que eu sinto uma coisa bem...
Oscar history was also made by Ruth E. Carter, now the most Oscar-nominated Black woman ever, earning a Best Costume Design nod for Sinners. The Ryan Coogler-directed vampire film leads with 16 nominations.
A major step in the development of our voices in Hollywood, and this is a major step for the culture to be leading in nominations for my body of work. Malcolm X, Amistad, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and now Sinners. My trajectory has been about telling the story of culture, and I'm really proud because history is being erased. Our history is being erased as we speak. And so to have this responsibility of telling our stories and being as authentic as I can and being awarded for it is a celebration. And I'm really honored, to be sitting here. And, I thank the Lord that
because I had adopted somewhat of a circumspect position about this, because I did not know what would happen. It took a few beats for it to kind of sink in. And right after, as I was on the phone with my son, I saw that I had 179 texts. So I knew something was up. And, the totality of the excitement of my son, my gratitude hearing it from my son with the number of texts that were on my phone, I was able to kind of relax and enjoy the moment.
Bryce Dessner is celebrating a major Oscar moment as Netflix's intimate human-sized film Train Dreams lands 4 Academy Award nominations, among them Best Original Song for Bryce Dessner and Nick Cave, marking a standout recognition for the film's haunting music and emotional storytelling.
It's a very human story, and I think especially right now in the time we're living in with so much conflict and suffering in the world, I think that a film about empathy and about grief really is something that everyone can relate to, regardless of where you're sitting. And it's certainly something that I think Nick Cave, as a songwriter, in his lyrics, kind of embodies that in many ways. And so, yeah, it was, kind of a human-sized film, small budget film that was made independently. It was acquired by Netflix after Sundance. They've been very supportive of giving this film an audience, a bigger audience, but it really wasn't kind of made in that in a large environment. So yeah, it feels like, we always joke, it's like the little engine that could. That, the film has kind of grown over the past year and touched people. And so I wrote the score for the movie as well, which I'm really proud of. And then to do the song was just sort of icing on the cake.
The 98th Academy Awards take place on March 15th at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, airing live on ABC and Hulu.